3 weeks into the Strait of Hormuz closure, the market settled on a comfortable consensus, a temporary supply disruption naturally moving toward a peaceful de-escalation. You can see this optimism priced directly into emerging market assets. Sovereign spreads haven't widened significantly, and local currencies are consolidating instead of collapsing. But the actual policy actions taken this week tell a drastically different story. Governments from Bangladesh to Zambia have suddenly announced emergency fuel rationing regimes. There is a precise mechanical difference here. A government that subsidizes an energy shock is signaling it has the financial capacity to cushion the blow. A government that implements strict fuel rationing is declaring total fiscal exhaustion. The market is currently celebrating the absence of a visible sovereign default event. It should be reading these rationing decrees as the first administrative step of precisely that outcome. Look at the International Monetary Fund's Article 4 baselines. These official assessments dictate the debt sustainability models for frontier nations. Every baseline relies on a fixed assumption that shipping lanes will remain open and energy import costs will stay predictably within range. This week's government-mandated energy rationing breaks that mathematical assumption entirely. These global macroeconomic models have structurally failed in the field. These rationing notices in Dhaka and Lusaka indicate that the financing mathematics of the IMF baseline have already been superseded by the physical reality of the energy shock. The current low volatility across these asset classes is deceiving. It is the treacherous stillness that occurs right before a violent, systemic repricing. Confusing the temporary absence of an immediate default with actual economic stability is the fatal error of the consensus market. We map the structural reality facing frontier sovereigns using an import ladder. When external shocks hit, nations rely on a descending hierarchy of financing mechanisms. The extended Hormuz shock has rapidly burned through upper buffers, subsidies, and reserves, forcing them down to the final terminal level. Bangladesh serves as the perfect diagnostic case study for the mathematical collapse happening on this final rung. The IMF's programmatic assumption for Bangladesh was clear. Its current account would be stabilized almost entirely by its robust garment export revenues. But look at the physical reality on the factory floor. Garment manufacturing is an intense industrial operation that requires massive, continuous electrical power to function. When the government mandates national power rationing, it physically halts factory production and completely severs the export supply chain. This triggers an unmodeled dual-sided compression. The state is hit with massive energy import costs at the exact same moment its dollar export earnings collapse. This simultaneous current account shock is completely absent from the IMF's debt sustainability analysis. This is not